Have you ever had that moment in a relationship where suddenly everything starts to make sense? After months of fighting, talking, trying to communicate better, trying to stay calm, trying to use the tools, you finally realize the real issue may not be communication at all. Maybe the issue is attachment. Maybe it is unresolved trauma. Maybe it is emotional flooding, resentment, defensiveness, or simply two nervous systems that do not know how to calm down together. And once couples get to that point, once they finally identify the deeper issue underneath the arguments, they often ask the next obvious question: now what? Because knowing the problem is one thing, fixing it is another. Hi, my name is Olivia, and I am a licensed marriage and family therapist. On this channel, we talk about the real psychology behind relationships, communication, and conflict. And in this final video of the communication series, I want to focus on what happens after the self-assessment. What do you actually do next? Because insight matters, but insight alone does not change a relationship. Action does. Let's start with one of the most common issues couples discover underneath communication problems: attachment style. John Bowlby in 1969 explained early relationships, and Mary Ainsworth in 1978 identified patterns. It often looks like one partner pursuing connection or immediate repair, while the other partner pulls away, gets quiet, shuts down, or asks for space. One person feels abandoned, the other feels pressured, and both people often think the other person is the problem. But once you recognize this pattern, the first thing to do is stop personalizing every reaction. It means you begin to say, I think our pattern is showing up again. Sue Johnson in 2008, the founder of emotionally focused therapy, emphasized that couples do much better when they stop seeing each other as the enemy and start seeing the cycle as the enemy. You name the pattern together, not you always shut down. But I think this is that place where you feel overwhelmed and I start chasing harder. That kind of language lowers blame. And once couples can do that, the next step is regulation. Because better communication will not happen until the body feels safer. Joseph Ledoux in 1996 explained how quickly the amygdala can respond to perceived threat. A simple tone or facial expression can trigger a full body stress response before the logic catches up. That is why so many couples say things like, all our tools go out the window once the fight starts. When your nervous system is activated, you are in survival mode. So you build pauses into the conflict. That might sound like, I want to come back to this, but I need 10 minutes, or I'm getting too activated and I don't want to make this worse, or even, let's pause and try again when we're calmer. That is not avoidance when it is done properly. That is maturity. Healthy timeouts come with reassurance and a plan to return. Stonewalling is withdrawal without repair. That matters. Now, let's say the deeper issue is unhealed trauma, anger, depression, PMDD, or addiction. Then the answer may be that couples therapy alone is not enough. Not every problem belongs fully inside couples therapy. Sometimes the relationship is suffering because one or both partners need individual work as well. If someone has untreated anxiety or severe mood instability, talking about communication alone will not solve the core problem. John Gottman in 1999 found that many couples wait an average of 6 years before seeking help for serious relationship problems. By then, resentment has often hardened. Don't wait forever. Get support sooner. That is wisdom. Now, there are still things couples can do in the moment. First, stop arguing at the level of content only. If the argument is about dishes or lateness, ask yourself, what is the deeper meaning here? Is one partner feeling unimportant or alone? Second, replace accusations with emotional honesty. Marshall Rosenberg in 2003 emphasized expressing feelings and needs rather than blame. Instead of "you never care," try "when that happened, I felt dismissed." Third, ask yourself whether the goal is connection or victory. Relationships are not improved by winning arguments. They are improved when both people feel seen, heard, and emotionally safer. Finally, remember this: identifying the issue is the beginning of targeted work. If it's attachment, build safety. If it's trauma, get support. If it's flooding, slow down. If it's resentment, address hurts earlier. Practice counts. You do not need a perfect relationship to make progress. You just need enough awareness to stop feeding the same pattern. If you have identified the real issue, that is clarity, and clarity gives you direction. Thank you for following this series. My name is Olivia. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. If this video helped you, subscribe for more content. And remember, once you understand the pattern, you no longer have to keep fighting blind. I'll see you in the next series. Take care.